So we went to my brother's house and picked some walnuts a month or two ago. They've been sitting by the wood stove curing. There's a lot of different tools that you can use for cracking walnuts. But I'm going to show you today something a little bit different, something I just invented. It's called a Crackin Cradle. What's a Crackin Cradle? Well, you'll have to stay tuned because... So we're cracking walnuts. Why not start with some walnut? So I went ahead and cut some slabs out of this English walnut here. And we'll go to the workshop real quick and I'll show you what I did. Okay, here's those slabs. I squared them up with my sliding compound miter saw. I've got them marked out at 3, 6 1/8, and 9 1/4. And all I'm doing is I'm just adding the width of the saw blade to each one of these. So I don't have to go back and mark them out. So we'll go ahead and get these cut. Nice looking end grain on there. These are gonna be cool. Okay, we've got them all cut that direction. Okay. Now we're just gonna kind of stack them up and we're gonna cut them to length now. We're just gonna square up this end here so we can cut 2 at a time. Okay, now we've got all these Crackin cradles cut to length. Let's drill a couple. Okay, the best part about these is that it really doesn't matter what size you make them. What matters is the hole size and the hole depth. Anybody can make these out of anything. I chose walnut because it's hard and it will last a long time. I'm just gonna show you what I do. Okay, so you select your piece and you find center. Find center both directions. Okay. Once you get your center laid out, okay, a couple things you need. A handful of walnuts so that you can make sure you're doing this right. Put those there. I'm using an 1 1/4 paddle bit, and then I'm also using a 3/4 paddle bit. So the way I started out is I start out with 1 1/4. We've got one of our pieces here. We're just gonna find center. So 1 1/2 and 1 3/8. Okay, then all we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on the back side of this, clamp it down. Okay, we've got it nice and secure, clamped down on the back side of that. I'm gonna take our 1 1/4 paddle bit, and for me, right where that blue line is at, that's how deep I'm gonna go. Okay, I went down to the blue line. Now I'm gonna take my 3/4 paddle bit, put it back in that same index hole, and I'm gonna make that about 1/4 inch deep. Okay, now what we've got is a cradle for our walnut to sit in. This is all we're trying to do, is be able to keep this thing up there. Let's make a couple more. Okay, we're done with the Crackin cradles. Let's take them inside and see how they work. Okay, so this is what we're trying to get away from. These things. And then these. Okay, here's our Crackin cradles we made. Dump it out into your hand. Everything's right there. Doesn't really get anything on the counter, just what you drop out of your hand. Hope you enjoyed our video today. And if you want to make one of these, all you need is some wood and a couple paddle bits. You don't even really need that if you have a way to drill a hole. Just measure walnuts, find out what the average size of them is, drill your hole. You can dress these things up for Christmas gifts. This is walnut, so it's gonna look pretty no matter what, but we can bevel the edges, sand them. My wife has one here that she did. She already put some oil on it. She sanded it with a belt sander. You can give these away to your friends and family. Personally, we are gonna be giving a bunch of them away to our friends and family. Happy holidays.